this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path. And life happened oh so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet. And nothing can shake me. Cause I know life took a hold on me. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do, some things you gotta do, Let's fight for millions, take a second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. One to make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness, yes. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let us see it brilliant. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it tonight. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't get play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do, some things you gotta prove, I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No one can support children leading hearts that's young. We got to keep it open, no, I love you.
Are you waiting?
Great job.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Cancer is killing, millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path. And life happened oh so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet. And nothing can shake me. Cause I know life took a hold This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given.
What's up, Washington Heights?
I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes.
What's up, Traymon, JP, Era JQ, KJ? What's poppin', KJ? Birdman, Nathan Smith, appreciate you. Club 57, what it do? Damon, Josh, appreciate y'all coming in, man. Thank you so much, man. Laura, Mr. Laura, appreciate you. Keno, Birdman, Jay. Right, facts. Birdman, what's up, Victor? Dion, Gail in the building. What's up, Isaiah, Dwayne, Washington Heights? Love is the word. 2 times. What's up, Rutledge? 3 times. What's up, Jerome? I appreciate you guys coming in here, man. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. We're gonna play this trailer and jump on into the show, and we're gonna rock and roll like rock. I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
At least 15. At least 15. Welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show, man. I appreciate you guys coming in here, man. And I think this is a show about action, man. You know, I'm not sure if many of you know, but I like fighting. You know what I mean? And I remember during quarantine and George Floyd, you know, like marching wasn't my first option. I'll just be clear. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say like I was gun ho about marching, but I just wanted to do something. You know, I sent a proposal to the mayor's office, and they responded, and then they never got back to me. And I think, and what I wanted to do was get like a 100 men to, you know, protect the streets of LA. Let that be the first line of defense, as opposed to um, calling the police first, you know. And I think there's a lot of complaining online. I think there's a lot of solutions that don't go further, that don't go past YouTube. And it sounds good. It sounds beautiful. It's very poetic. It's inspiring. It gets people riled up. It inspires people to super chat. It inspires people to say right on. And it depends on, I mean, I'm not just talking about like new media and LDBC, and I'm talking about the whole media, whether you watching Tariq Nasheed, whether you're watching Umar Johnson, Yvette Carmichael, and whoever else, you know what I mean? Roland Martin, whatever your cup of tea is, you know, I'm not just making this conversation just about boxing. And I think it's time that there's a call to action. And I've never made a call to action. I've only like suggested it, right? And I think when boxing gives us BS, we respond by using our social media, using our platforms. I'm using my platform um, to respond back and say, I'm not buying it. I'm not putting up with it. You know, and you need to tag, in this case, it's Premier Boxing, it's PBC. If it was the Zone and they were feeding us BS, we need to let them know they feeding us BS. You know, when Bob Aaron was feeding us that bullshit, I told him, I was like, Bob, you keep that's bullshit what you putting on ESPN. You know, and he kind of laughed and agreed, you know. And I think they just treat us like we're, shall we, I was a stepchild, but they treat us like we're stepchildren. Like our money and going into their pocket is a guarantee. You know, and I pulled a clip that I want you guys to watch. I pulled a clip of Malcolm X, right? My go-to, right? And it's a 2-minute clip. But I'm not sure if you guys read the Ballad of the Bullet. Or you could have read the speech or you could have heard it, you know. And he has a speech called The Ballad or the Bullet. And I think it's very poetic. I think it's very profound for what I want us to do in the shop. You know, and reach out to your other media outlets. Hell no, we don't want Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios, two guys coming off of a loss, a new guy being introduced to 147. Because I know we get tired of the. I'm not sure if we get tired of the complaining because it pulls at our heartstrings, and you know, you go to CNN, Don Lemon's complaining. I presume, you know, or you go to Fox, and who's on Fox? Shit. What's the white guy name? Middle-aged white guy. Well, I forgot his name, but he's complaining. You know what I mean? But it's never really been a call to action. You know, they monetize they black trauma pimp us, man, you know, and news outlets will always portray us as needing them. And I think it's time we stand up. You know, we don't need them. We have absolute power. You know, we have free will with every Tucker Carlson. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, that's his name, Tucker Carlson. And I think it's time we take a stand. I think no one should buy the Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios fight. No one should buy it. I think it's a bullshit BS fight. I think the fans need to, if we can get that pay-per-view under 40,000 and 30,000, I think we've done our job. So I'm gonna play this clip by Malcolm X, man, and it's important.
I think all of us for the same reason. All of us catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same bag, in the same boat. We suffer political oppression, economic exploitation, and social degradation. All of them from the same enemy. The government has failed us. You can't deny that. Anytime you live in the 20th century, 1964, and you walking around here singing, "We shall overcome," the government has failed. This is part of what's wrong with you. You do too much singing. Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging. You can't sing up on freedom, but you can swing up on some freedom. Cassius Clay can sing, but singing didn't help him to become the heavyweight champion of the world. Swinging helped him. But this government has failed us. The government itself has failed us. And the white liberals who have been posing as our friends have failed us. And once we see that all these other sources to which we've turned have failed, we stop turning to them and turn to ourselves. We need a self-help program, a do-it-yourself philosophy, a do-it-right-now philosophy. It's already too late philosophy. This is what you and I need to get with. And the only way we're going to solve our problem is with a self-help program. Before we can get a self-help program started, we have to have a self-help philosophy.
Right. And the self-help philosophy is man in our own pockets, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time, man. It's really time, man. And I think we've gotten to a space where media is independent, fans are independent. You know what I mean? No longer. And I don't think this has ever been done before. I think it's been talked about, but I think people are afraid to lose relationships, and they don't want to fight or hating them. And because if you speak up against one fighter, then you're talking about his friends, his manager, his trainer, his promoter, and so on and so forth. But it's time, man. It's time. They can literally say, here, take this. And we say, okay. It's time. So here's the call to action. I'm going to promote it all next week. Call to action. Do not buy Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. It's time. And what other pay-per-view? You understand what I'm saying? If it's a BS pay-per-view, leave it alone. Leave it alone. There's 200 different ways to watch that fight. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay the $74.95 or $99, which comes out to about $80. It's time, man. It's literally time. And I'm just tired of boxing just manipulating its fans, and I think we need an action. Everybody gonna complain, We've done our fair share of complaining in the shop, you know what I mean? On both ends, on your end and on my end. But I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them taking advantage of us. And it's time we stand up. Oh man. So I think when you I'm opening up these phone lines. Feel free to call in. I think it's time. I think that make the fights the people want to see. And the fact that they're making us pay for it. Ain't no way in hell Keith Thurman versus what's his name? Mario Barrios is a pay-per-view fight. They already got us one time. They got us one time with Mario Barrios already. They got us. They got us with Tank Davis. Okay, you got one. Fair, okay. Okay, you got us one time. But if we start now, if you tell your friends not to buy it, I tell my friends not to buy it, we good. Don't buy it. You know what I mean? Typically, I go to my business partner's house and watch the fight. We don't need to pay for it. Nah, we don't need to pay for it. I'll sit here and find a way to watch it. That's what we need to do. And I know we're doing a hell of a job when 307 calls in. What's up, 307?
Barbershop.
Right here.
Yo, it's Oklahoma.
What's up, man? What's up?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I know you'd like to know who the hell you're talking to. What was I gonna tell yo, dude? I personally believe you're wasting your time in this campaign telling people not to buy because it's such of a trash card, just like every other opponent that Redhead Clembureau been selecting for the past few years. Just like all his cards are trash, this one is trash just as much, and I don't think nobody's gonna buy it. Like, but it's good that you're giving people, like, you're telling them to how to spend your money, what you should, value yourself, things like that. So I appreciate that, but I think the card itself just spells out that it's just not going to sell. But more importantly, I just wanted to give you a compliment on one thing, and then I wanted to ask you something pertaining to Malcolm X. But here's my compliment. I appreciate that you have callers like last week. I forgot who it was. I saw one of your streams where you was just bombarded with, oh, you should leave the PBC alone. I don't know why you're attacking Mayweather and Heyman. I can understand that because, they don't want to have the whole divide and conquer thing going on, and they want to see unity within the black and brown community. But the fact of the matter is, somebody has to pull their card, and it's not to, not to fuck with them or nothing. It's just to educate the audience, which, like Bob Arum saying that, the viewers are just like rocks. You can kick them to either direction. So at least at that standpoint, you're educating us. So I appreciate that, because I never knew about that one guy who owns that arena and is calling the shots with the PBC fighters. I think he has an arena in fucking Minnesota, is it?
Yeah.
Right. I never knew about that, nor would I have ever done my own research at home. I would have never done that. But you have given us like the path to educating us what's going on behind the scenes. What other platform is doing that? Nobody else is doing that. That's why we fucks with you, and we come here to know, to keep us in the loop and shit. So, that's what's up. Now my question to you is, because I had my son's grandfather explain to me that it wasn't just he made a comment about how Malcolm X got killed by of course, obviously everybody knows it was by black men and whatnot, but they were paid. I think it was the FBI, or I think I remember educate me, like, who in your opinion, who were they paid off from? Who made them do it? Obviously it wasn't no lone gunman. If you could just educate me on that, on the people that killed Malcolm.
Well, it was a hit team from Moss number 25 in Newark, New Jersey. And while I do believe other entities were involved, there is no doubt in my mind that the Nation of Islam co-conspired a plan to kill Malcolm. No, I have no doubt at this point. Like, I 100% believe, 100%, 100%.
What was the benefit? So why would they to have a man murdered? That person has to be a major threat. What the hell was he threatening them?
Well, they had a racket going. And Elijah Muhammad was the closest thing to God to black men in that day, and they felt that Malcolm was disrespecting their God, their last messenger, and come to find out that many of them realized that they were betrayed. It was a racket. It was a lifestyle. It was a status symbol.
What do you say? Is it fair to assess that the FBI, the powers that be behind the U.S. government,
right,
and the Nation of Islam has something in common at that point?
Yeah, I believe they infiltrated the Nation of Islam for sure, 1,000%, 1,000%, and we'll know who those people are when they open up the when they take the seal off the case, because their names are etched out in the FBI files. But it'll come out in due time. Hopefully it's in my lifetime. I'm excited about that. But there's no doubt. Matter of fact, I know by all the research and the interviews that I've done that the Nation of Islam co-conspired a plan to kill Malcolm, for sure. No doubt about it.
Okay, let's talk about that. I was just going to end the call right there, but if you don't mind me picking at your brain, we're talking about Malcolm X, a black man in America,
Mhm.
the FBI still they still have documents withholding facts behind that incident, right or wrong.
Yeah, which proves that they had some dealings with it. Get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If they're withholding that for a black man, imagine Kennedy, JFK, who's a white guy, they still have not released all the JFK files that had to come out in the early 90s, like mid 90s or whatnot. They still have not released that shit. And I remember because I was like looking it up on a right-wing website called Breitbart, but I looked it up, and Trump swore that he was gonna release that shit, and the CIA and FBI jumped on him. Well, by jumped on him, I mean they kind of like leaned on him and said, it's due to national security, we can't release these files. So then they kicked the can down the road for another however much years it was. So if they didn't release it for Kennedy, I don't think they're gonna release it for Malcolm, much less.
They will at some point. They will at some point. Some district attorney, some governor, some mayor of New York is going to be similar to me and just going to be like, open the files, you know, and it will. Or some president, you know, someone of high standards in the government system will want those files opened up at some point. But I believe that they're waiting on his offsprings to perish, so they don't have to sue him, you know. I mean, so they don't get a financial reward like Martin Luther King's children.
You see how that shit is calculated? That shit's sick. It's fucking sick. But okay, brother, I appreciate it. I love you. I'm gonna keep listening. I'm gonna hop off, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for calling. Welcome back, man. Welcome home. Yeah, 2099, right? Yeah, when his children pass away, they'll open those files, man. But I haven't. I've interviewed too many people. That has touched Elijah Muhammad, and they all say the same thing about him. What's up? Not one person that I've interviewed between the ages of 70 up have denied that he was we're gonna call him an imperfect man. What's up, man?
Well, man, give me a couple minutes to cook on this, man. You know how I feel about Keith Thurman. Bro, they want $75 for the Thurman Barrios fight. For what? So we can see who the biggest loser is? I mean, they want $75 for this fight, not $40, $75. Let me tell you something, man. If this fight costed $1 and was broadcasted at every 99-cent store, I still wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch a Keith Thurman fight if somebody paid me, wash my clothes, and suck my dick. Keith Thurman is less than a zero. He's a fucking imaginary number. He has no tangible value. Fuck Keith Thurman. Your thoughts?
I'm not buying it. I'm gonna sit here.
Me neither.
And February 5th, we'll be on NBA. Maybe Bob Arum got a card on. Oh no, maybe the Zone got a card. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I got a lot of stuff to do.
That's our intelligence, bro.
Yeah, it is, and it's and they feel rather privileged that they can do that. Oh, they'll buy it. It's Keith Thurman. They'll buy it. You know, they stupid. The fans are stupid. They'll buy it. They ain't got nothing to do.
Okay, Fred, answer this question for us, man.
Yeah.
Please answer this question for everybody listening right now. What did Keith Thurman do to deserve another fight? What did this guy do to deserve a pay-per-view fight?
Oh, he doesn't deserve a pay-per-view fight. He deserves to be fighting free on Fox or Showtime or something like that. But they want us to pay their salary. Why should we pay a man's salary that doesn't respect us?
But it's just like you sitting in the restaurant, you got terrible service the whole fucking time, right? And you tell your date, I'm not giving them a tip, and she gets on your ass like, "Why, bitch, shut the fuck up. If you got a problem with me not tipping him, then you pay the fucking bill. But bitch, if I'm paying this bill, this bitch ain't getting a tip. Then you shut your motherfucking ass up." That's what I feel like with this fight, right?
Yeah, I'm not with it. I'm not feeling it at all.
I ain't buying this shit. You gotta earn this shit. Just like a tip. You gotta earn a tip. It's not free. You don't just pop up on pay-per-view. You got to earn that, man. You got to be fighting for a title. You got to have some victories under your belt. Keith Thurman got his ass whooped the last fight out. Barrios got his ass whooped the last fight out. What are we watching?
Right.
We're watching two losers. If we want to watch The Biggest Loser, we can watch that for free on TV.
Right.
But if we want to watch The Biggest Loser in boxing, you want us to pay for it? Ain't that a bald-headed black bitch on a bar stool? Fuck
I wouldn't
Al
agree
Heyman.
with that.
Fuck Keith Thurman. Fuck Mario Barrios. And fuck America. I'm out on that, brother. Have a good show.
All right, peace. I know he lost everybody with that last statement, right? But anyways, Roland, why do you think that people outside the black community are so concerned with Malcolm X and his killers? What does that old murder have to do with them? That's a good question. I'll answer after this call. 313, what's up? Yo, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, Fred?
Hey, what's up?
You know what, man? First of all, congratulations on your new projects coming out
May 19th.
In May 19th, and I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, back to Al Heyman. I think Al Heyman and his hedge fund managers need to go under a rock. And like you said, for the beginning, they just been giving us bad deals after bad deals and bad deals. And I don't think that. Well, most of us know the fights he put on was garbage besides the main event, but the undercard been garbage. And I can't believe Al Heyman got the balls to put this on. And I'm to the point, I'm not even going to pay for a Deontay Wilder fight because I don't want to, because I refuse to give Al Heyman another pickle. And I'm Deontay Wilder's biggest fan. One of Wilder's biggest, I might be a fanatic Wilder fan, but I'm not giving Wilder one red penny because he saw himself with Al Heyman and his on this scam PBC they running.
Mm-hmm.
You have a great day, Big Fred.
Appreciate you. Nah, it's definitely a scam. It's definitely a scam. I suggest we're gonna start with this pay-per-view. We definitely gonna start with this pay-per-view. And if I can get Earl Spence ear, I would tell him not to put Ugas on pay-per-view because it's not going to do the numbers. Reason being because PBC is tanking the pay-per-view. PBC is tanking the trust of the public. You know what I mean? So fans just don't wake up and be like, oh yeah, pay-per-view, it's Earl Spence. They're like, nah, you done took my money too many times. I don't want to watch it. I think Earl should fight free on Fox, get 10 to 20 million people to watch his fight, and blow the hell up. Blow the hell up. Why do you think people outside the black community are so concerned with Malcolm X killers? I would say El Haj Malik El Shabazz stood for truth. You know, he died. He was murdered. Oh shit. 301. What's up? 301. 301.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, what's
Can
up?
you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate what you do, Fred. I got a couple questions for you, man.
Yeah, please.
Does any of the PBC fighters, from what you know, do they ever negotiate with Al Heyman?
I don't think they have. No.
Do you think maybe it was a possibility like that when Gary Russell, you think he did that earlier on and that may have fucked him up? You think that's a possibility that can happen?
I would say I would lean on the fact that he was stubborn a little bit because Gary's pretty stubborn with me sometimes on the phone. So and it's not stubborn from a negative standpoint. It's just what he believes, you know, and it's just respecting what he believes, what he'll stand for. And I do believe that they butted heads. If you had to ask me, I don't know what the negotiations were, but I would believe that he kind of stood his ground on some things. Sure.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because if anything, he probably was the only guy to, I guess, suppose, quote unquote, get out of line maybe with the negotiations with him. What do you think about that?
I can't say that, but
Okay.
I can say I will side with you in saying that there is a very low percentage of PBC fighters that negotiated against Al Heyman. That's
Right.
why he wanted them to get the promotional companies so they won't go out and get another promoter.
Right.
So he said, get your promotional company, I'll manage you, and there we go. Because if they would have got another promoter like a Bob Arum or Oscar De La Hoya or Eddie Hearn, then that infiltrates his system, whether it's bad or good.
What do you think? How do you think Danny Garcia? They said, "quote unquote," Danny Garcia made the most money with Al.
I heard that. I heard.
Yeah. How do you think that could have been a possibility?
Well, he's been with him a long time. Remember, he was with him at 140. So he was a world champion, and he had the Barclays Center. He had the Barclays Center on lock for about a handful of years, you know. And yeah, and he was rather successful. I don't know the deals that he made, but he's one of the original PBCers. If that's a term, you know. And so I can see how he made a lot of money, you know, because he has some big fights now. He had the Latino, he had Zab Judah, Amir Khan. You know, he's made a lot of money, especially at 140. Yeah, he's made a lot of money. So, and he hasn't fought in 14 months. But go ahead.
Right. Since Earl.
December 5th of last year. So January, next week is February. So 14 months.
Do you think Gary moving forward will get more fights because other fighters may think he's was weak?
Yeah, if he wins his next fight, that loss to Mark Magasako was a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? Right. Because he lost because he was injured. He didn't lose because he couldn't beat him, you know.
Right.
Then the flip side of the coin is, will his body progressively break down because he's 33 years old? So because that car had been sitting in the garage 2 years. You know, someone used that analogy. I forget, but they were absolutely right. The car has been sitting in the garage for quite some time.
As far as Gary Russell go, I think they may end up giving him another fight. Like they were talking about Chris Colbert, but I think maybe they'll lowball him maybe once again.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to move out. He's gonna have to be flexible in his decision making, you know. He's gonna have to be the opponent, you know, and that's what happens.
Yeah. So one more question, man, because I like picking your brain.
Thank you.
What's up with these when these fighters get these belts? What are the percentages or what are the monthly payments they got to make to these organizations?
They say standard is 3% of your gross earnings.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Well, all right, Fred, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Oh
man.
no, that's love. No, that's love. No, that's love.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
See you.
I got that. I'm gonna answer that question right now. I'm gonna put Dana Jones up. I think El Haj Malik El Shabazz was I think he was a symbol of masculinity for a lot of people, man. I think he was a symbol of fearlessness for a lot of people, and especially when he shall we say the term defected from the Nation of Islam and under the teachings of that nasty old man. He became a better person. I genuinely believe he became a better person, and he understood that similar to Fred Hampton, they did their own little way, but Fred Hampton picked up some much of Malcolm X teachings, because you see he went to the Aryan Nation, he went to the Latinos, he went to the black gangsters and the black gang members, and he tried to create a coalition. Malcolm wanted to create a worldwide coalition. And I think people are attracted to the truth. you know, and you got a lot of white people that find ways to buck the system. You know, they want to like go up against the establishment, and that's their prize. But it's Malcolm X his home for a lot of people because it's unsolved, and he was on the path to helping a lot of people. And I think that his fearlessness hits home with a lot of people. I genuinely believe his fearlessness hits home, and his masculinity too. Like how you go from a pimp, uh, a reefer pusher, as they say in the documentary, not the documentary, but the autobiography, reefer, reefer. You go from that to an honorable man. You know how much discipline it takes in the same city you stole from, on the same block. Just think, his mosque is on the same street, the same Lenox Avenue, which is now Malcolm X Boulevard, the same street where you sold drugs, and you never was swayed. You know, you never was persuaded by sex or drugs, and you had the same allies. You went back to the same community. You did your 6 years, 6 or 7 years, and you go back to the same streets, man. That's why you can't be a gang member at 20, and then when you get 50, you're still a gang member. You know what I mean? You can't be let's see. There's some other sins in this world. Like, you can't be a womanizer at 20 and be 50. You know, you can't be a drug dealer at 20 and a drug dealer at 50. You know, you can't be a pimp at 20 and then be a pimp at 50. Like, you gotta have growth. You gotta grow, you know, and it's a struggle in all of us, you know. You can't be a thief at 20 and a thief at 50. We all have our own struggles, okay? And most of us fight them privately, you know. And but he was just a unique man. He stood alone, man. It's hard. It's hard to be human and be comparable to that man, especially the last 12 years of his life. But I would have loved for his life to be extended, for him to cathartically articulate his separation from the Nation of Islam. We never got that. You know, we never, because when you listen to him speak sometimes, I be thinking, I know Malcolm just regrets saying the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and I represent him. I wonder what his thoughts were. And he would have been able to better articulate it at 50 and 55, you know, as opposed to being 39 and dead, you know what I mean? But what's up, Dana? Shout out to your beautiful granddaughter. Damn, it's no black fighters on that card? No. Oh, that's another. No. Oh man, the Al Heyman special, man, the PBC special. No black fighters, but it stands for Pacquiao and Canelo. That's what the PBC stand for. Pacquiao. I don't know what the B stand for yet. We need something for the B, so it can be some type of rhythmic, some type of cadence. Damn, ain't no black fighters. But one time on this pay-per-view, everyone else Mexican or Mexican American, them Cubans fighting off air Saturday night. I didn't know that. What's up, 252?
Yo, my man, what's going on? Man?
What's up? Turn me down in the back.
I got a Oh yeah, you hear me?
All you, now. All you. You good now?
Yeah, man. Yo, I think that, I got a few things to talk about, man. I don't want to dwell on Malcolm X too much because like I researched a lot too. I'm just saying to the guy that asked why people are concerned about it. I think the Malcolm X is so interesting because you got a man that was killed in front of 300 or 400 people, murderers caught on camera, and no one was convicted but one guy that got caught there. You know, it was Thomas Hare. Thomas Hare, who was shot by Reuben Francis. You know what I'm saying? He's the only guy that was caught. And he named the other killers, and the FBI did nothing. He named them in 77 in the affidavit.
Yeah.
He named the killers.
Yeah. Thomas Hare. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thomas Hare.
That's crazy.
They let that man die of old age.
Yeah, and then on top of that, one question I got, man. What is that song that plays at the beginning and the end of the night. With the girl
Oh, it's
singing,
my
talking
song.
about
It's not out. It's not out.
Oh, okay. I was Shazamming it. I didn't. All right. And the last thing I want to bring up, like you was talking about the other night about Floyd and Carissa's Hills. I find this maybe just me. I just want your opinion. This might just be me, but correct me if I'm wrong. Floyd signed Savannah Marshall instead of Clarissa Shields, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So why would Clarissa Shields be hanging out with the promoter of the girl she's set to fight later this year?
Well, he doesn't.
Does that make
She's
sense
not
to
with
you?
him anymore. She's not. She left him.
Oh, so Savannah Marshall did leave Floyd.
Yeah, she left Floyd. So
Okay.
she's
Okay.
solo
I
dolo.
didn't know.
But he still ain't attempted to sign her or help her. You know, all
Yeah,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
agree. And it's like Kim Olympics, I thought for sure she was gonna sign to the PBC of Floyd.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for sure. It's like we're satisfied with Harriet Tubman being on a nickel or something. I don't know what she on, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing to talk about. What I didn't want to discuss it before, but when Bill Haney was up here a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about you criticizing the NOI and black promoters and this and that. And I've looked at a lot of other videos, guys criticizing you, talking about the nation of idiots and all black people doing this and that. I'm like, look, man, why do black people get passes for getting over on other black people? Why is that?
Because they have relationships with them. That's all. That's that's the end of be all. Like they're getting a level of satisfaction from that relationship. That's all.
No.
That's a short answer.
I think it's worse that we know the Ku Klux Klan and the police, because we know bad things to black people, but I think it's worse when a lot of black people and black organizations, they sell us this black power thing, and then behind it, there's just like the white organizations. That's even worse.
Yeah.
But it's just, this is my opinion, man. I don't want to hold your time up, man. Great show and whatnot, man. Yo, put that song out on iTunes or something.
All right,
man.
I will. I appreciate it.
All right.
Peace. I appreciate you. Yeah, I ain't even look at the card. I know all I know is Leo Santa Cruz is on it, you know. I just found out Bob Arum had a card this week. Is it Saturday? I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but you know, it is what it is. Robinson something, Concepcion, he's fighting. I guess is it this week? Was that a weigh-in or something we saw today? Or a press conference? I didn't watch it. I just saw the title. But yeah. I just think hey, when people say, "Oh man, we shouldn't hold black people accountable. We hating on black people." I'm like, okay, let's go back to 1960. Let's hold white people accountable. All right, let's hold white people accountable. Pick a battle that we want to fight. Go ahead, man. Pick a battle. Pick a battle. I guarantee you, Martin Luther King fought that battle. Pick one. I'm waiting. Oh, it's a Friday night card. That's why it was a weigh-in today. Oh, I knew I saw something. Thank you. So that's even good. It's a Friday night. Oh, but I'm going out tomorrow night, so I won't be watching it. But yeah, salute to them. I don't even know who's on the card. Is there some prospects on that card that's worth watching? But I think that's a BS card anyway. I don't want to watch that shit. But pick a battle. What do we want to fight? We want to stand outside of a restaurant and complain? I mean, what do you want to do? Like, we got to make up our mind. Like, I swear we need results. We need results, man. We need a call to action. I really think we need. Oh, Nico Walsh is fighting? No, I don't care. Shushu Carrington. Is that his pro debut? Yeah, that's good. Damn, Bob is signing all these young fighters. God damn. Jesus. God damn, he got all these young fighters. I'm really shocked that PBC didn't get Shakur Stevenson. I thought for sure they were going to get him at some point. Yeah, he stopped saying the honorable Elijah. Yeah, saying a lot. He stopped saying the honorable Elijah. I mean, I read it in my head, didn't read it out loud, champ. Remember when Malcolm came back from Mecca? He stopped saying the honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us. He started saying the Holy Quran teaches us. Yeah, and I would have loved Champion Heart that conversation would have gotten extended. Malcolm X would have dismantled the Nation of Islam for sure, because it was a racket. You know, I mean, the former Nation of Islam members told me it was a racket. So it is what it is, man. People gonna believe what they gonna believe. Let them believe, but just tell the truth and let people decide. And it's funny how people get so worried. It's funny how you could say anything about Jesus, right? I was laughing. Who was I talking to? Oh, I was talking to Derek. I was like, it's funny how you can say anything about Jesus Christ. Well, if you say something about Elijah Muhammad, Jesus Christ. I said Elijah Muhammad, Jesus Christ. But man, people get upset. And man, I don't know. How did this? Oh, because I played the clip. I'm like, how did we go from? And I don't even want to use the term boycott, because boycott has to come to an end. You can't boycott forever. I think we should stand. I didn't want to use the word boycott, but I know it would get a response out of us. Like we get caught up in just talking about fights that have never happened. What if Devin Haney fights Teofimo Lopez? I told y'all that fight wasn't happening. Oh, they gonna fight. Man, that shit ain't happening. Come on, man. Cut the shits. Shit's impossible. Okay, let's have some fun tonight. Bueno?
What's up? What's up? It's town business. You put a dozen bars in his head?
Oh man, too funny. Yeah, let's have some fun with that. So look, when Bob Arum coming on, I was gonna call him today, but I was like, I didn't feel like it. I didn't have an hour in my day to talk to him. Be honest with you, I didn't, and it'll happen at some point. We're supposed to do it this week, but oh well. He's cool. Hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully he's in good health. I just been locked in on this film, so that's what I really. So that's what I really been locked on the film. So, but I think we got to. Yeah, they always gonna stop him. They stopped. Who was the other guy? Lomachenko, Teofimo. Who else? He doing the same thing Floyd Mayweather said. Tank ain't fighting nobody outside. Bob Arum said he ain't fighting nobody outside. Same thing. But Bob Arum's white. So black people feel comfortable attacking. I shouldn't even use the word attacking, disagreeing with a non-black person. I don't know why. Because I think it resonates their revolutionary side. I don't know, man. I don't know, but it is what it is. And when it happens to your favorite fighter, remember Gary Russell. It's funny. I mentioned Gary Russell and people say, "Oh, he ducked Devin Haney." It's not about that at this point. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about the realities of it. You know what I mean? It's about the realities of the business of boxing. And it's easy for us to cry racism than do something about it. See, we cry racism and then and I've been guilty of this in the past. We celebrate the fighter signing with the promotional company. Think about this. Oh, boxing is racist. Oh, you the WBC champion? boxing is racist. Oh, you just signed with Eddie Hearn? Congratulations. Boxing is racist. You just signed with Bob Arum? Congratulations. What do you say? Congratulations. You played yourself. You know, so I think that we kind of put ourselves in a bind, and I'll be the first to say I've done it in the past, but I'm conscientious of it now. You know, you understand? Because it's not something you think about, but when you understand the full picture, you know, you get it. You know what I mean? So man, it is what it is, man. I just think at some point fans gotta wake up, man, and stop spending on some dumb shit. But I know we're making headway because if Floyd posts, please buy the pay-per-view. Because if we don't buy the pay-per-view, they're on the hook for the salary. Let them pay for the fight. And once they realize pay-per-view don't work, you know what they're gonna do? Give it to us for free. And that's what we want. What's up, Boxell? They're gonna give it to us for free. And I think that's where we should be. We should be getting all this shit free. I was talking to someone, he was making a lot of sense. Pay-per-view should be for the creme de la creme. You know what I mean? Like pay-per-view should be like for I'm not Keith Thurman, but Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Yeah, congratulations, you played yourself. Yeah, man, that should be what pay-per-view is for. Now they're just using pay-per-view to offset their costs. That's thank you. I finally came to it. They're using pay-per-view to offset their baseline costs. They're not using pay-per-view to entertain the fans. They say, man, we can get 500,000, we can get 3 million for this pay-per-view. It's going to offset the cost. It makes sense for us to put it on pay-per-view. We ain't got to do 500,000. If we can do 75,000 buys at $75, you know, that'll be good. And I don't know what they cut is with the Bob said it's 70-30. Some people say it's 60-40, 50-50. I don't know. I feel you, Fred. I just wish that those non-black folks who call in to highlight that Malcolm was killed by a black man, they should also call in about Golden Boy's racist emails, Gloria Martinez calling Michelle a monkey face. Yeah, man. Man, we should have rolled out on them. Man, listen. I was so quiet for up until like this year. When was that? 2018, 2019, something. 2018 probably. I thought the whole internet was gonna ride. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, we got him now. We got him. And I just and I just shook my head like, we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight, dog. We don't want to fight, man. I was shocked. And then I saw him in Home Depot last year during COVID. And I was like, okay, we're gonna get him again. I'm gonna do this video and no one responded. They'll just, you know, they'll go watch Ryan Garcia. Who do they have now? Jaime Munguia, Ryan Garcia, and Victor Cruz. Hey, what's his name? Victor Cruz? Victor Ortiz? What's his name? Victor what? Isaac? Hey, what's that fighter name from Golden Boy? Victor what? Shit, I don't even know his fucking name. Victor. Is that his name? He just trained. I kind of just gave up. You know what I mean? I kind of gave up. If I so choose to talk about him, I'll talk about him. But I gave up on that because I'm like, Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Orchie. I thought his name was Victor. Mm. Yeah, man. I gave up after that. When I went to Baltimore to get Oscar, instead of going to downtown Toronto and having the best time of my life. I'm not sure if you guys never been to Bay Street in Toronto. I suggest you spend a weekend there. You know, you'll have the time of your life. Virgil Ortiz, yeah, we got it. Yeah, thank you. I kind of gave up after that, man. I was kind of disheartening. You know, I mean, I was like, damn, they just still talking Golden Boy. They still talking about their favorite fighter on Golden Boy, and so so I kind of pulled back, and then I was like, man, fuck it. It ain't no oh shit. That's why I said it's not the being pro black in boxing will get you blackballed. And the black people ain't gonna roll with you, man. Oh man, you know what I mean? It gets you- oh man, they ain't gonna roll with you. So I just gave up, man. So, but I ain't talked too much about Golden Boy, but who cares at this point, you know? Shit. I should talk about Golden Boy a lot more than what I do. What I talk about in what, half of 1%. I guess I should, you know. Ryan Garcia gets so much press for doing nothing. It's ridiculous. Ryan Garcia gets the most press for doing nothing. I'm like, he's a genius. He's a genius, man. He just says some shit and it goes boxing viral and people talk about it. He done lied. He done lied. I mean, I don't even, when has he told the truth? You know what I mean, KB? What's up?
What's up, Fred? Can you hear me all right?
Oh, that's
Okay,
why.
cool.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to what's up, man? What you got?
Oh, you good? I'm over here, whatever, testing out this microphone,
Oh, it sounds good.
making sure it's working. Okay. Okay, cool.
Good.
Yeah, I am about to actually start up this little boxing channel. I don't have a name for it yet though, but as soon as I do, I'll be sure to let you know.
Okay.
But man, I don't think that Earl Spence that he should put this fight on pay-per-view.
He should be free, right?
Yeah, of course. Because even though it is a unification fight, it's not Uga's name just isn't, it doesn't like draw in the people. Like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't. And the pay-per-view market is all fucked up. It all started as soon as PBC had put that bullshit on pay-per-view. What was it? It was Andy Ruiz versus Chris Areola. Bullshit. Then they gave us the Charles Martin versus Luis Ortiz. Bullshit. And now we got Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. Bullshit. It's fucked up. But I think that people are going to actually buy this fight anyway though. I really do.
Really?
Yo, yeah, dude. These niggas do. If they had put Andre Berto versus fucking Sergey Lipinets, these niggas would buy it. Like, period. Look, dude, people are going to buy that fight. But I think that compared to Errol's other numbers, to his other pay-per-views, I think that this one is gonna be pretty bad, man. Just because of the market. PBC has fucked the market up. Now they putting everything on pay-per-view. Everything. It's just sad, man. But yeah, but I was just calling in, man, just to get my little 2 cents and test out this mic though.
Oh, you sound great. You sound great.
Oh, cool. All right, Fred. You have a good night, man. Peace.
Oh, I appreciate you, Kay. Appreciate you. Yep. That's dope. He's starting his own podcast. That's we're gonna be there to support it. You know what I mean? You know, so I think at this point in boxing, you support the people who support you. You know what I mean? be a good person, raise your integrity, get better with your integrity and your honesty every day, and be fair, but don't hold your hat on black people getting together. Don't hold your hat on it. I don't see it. I see people clicking up and subcultures and subgroups. Like this is a subculture, this is a subgroup. The chat. I believe that will happen, but as a collective, nah, it won't happen. It won't happen because the whole boxing world saw Mikhail Fox get robbed. The whole boxing world. No one did anything. It was just a talking point. And the guy, he knocked him down, dog. He knocked him down. Oh man, I just said 541. What's up? 541.
Yo, Fred.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Good. Hey, what do you think about this Keith Thurman situation?
I don't.
2 guys coming off losses, and
I think you should find a way to watch it if you're going to watch it, other than paying $75.
Do you think we're suckers as fans, just picking up on this stuff?
You are. Hell yeah. If you buy this,
we
shit,
all are.
If you buy this shit, I just think, man. See, and gas is expensive nationwide. Hey, if you live in LA or New York, if you live in LA, yeah, right. But if you live in New York or LA and you spend $75 on this pay-per-view, shit, man, that's tough.
All right. I don't know if I'm making the right decision as a consumer.
No, don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Buying it.
Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
All right.
Don't buy it because it's gonna go 12 rounds and Keith Thurman.
We aren't going to see Crawford and Spence. It's not going to happen. Is it going to happen? We missed out on Fury and Wilder, Anthony Joshua and Wilder.
Man, we missed that one. God, we missed that one. God, that would have been fun.
I lost a lot of faith in boxing after that whole thing.
Yeah, because that was for undisputed, right?
Yeah, man. Golly.
Yeah, that was
such suckers as boxing fans.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother. Anyway,
no, welcome to the
want
show.
Your opinion on that, man.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. We appreciate you calling in, man.
I'm a long-time listener, man. I really appreciate everything you do.
Oh, that's lovely.
I bought 9 Wives.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
May 19th.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Speaking of my next film, so I had to secure a location, right? And since I didn't book it for the whole day, I'm second on the list. So someone came and booked it for a whole day. So now I gotta move my shooting schedule around. That's what I was doing all day. So I gotta redo the schedule and you know what I mean, and do it like that. So yeah. So if you disagree, you guys are more than welcome to call in. If you can convince us why we should buy this fight, call in. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Don't have what they call Twitter fingers. Call in. The number's on the bottom of the screen. Call in. I mean, you have every right to buy it, but it got to be a call to action, right? Not Malcolm. Martin Luther King said, we're doing a boycott. No one is getting on the bus. And it was for just over a year, right? No one got on the bus. And a year later, they desegregated the buses, right? So it has to be, we got to have a call to action, dog. We can't just sit here and complain. At least y'all can say, Fred did something about the problem. He created a solution, I forgot I got a mouse. I be forgetting I got a mouse here. I be reaching over and shit. Yeah, I got a mouse. So I don't have to go back and forth. But yeah. Nah, I'm not fucking with Keith, dog. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way, man. It's no way this fight is worth $75. This is equivalent to who came up in weight and had a fight. I don't know, man, but I can't think of one right now. But he's never fought at 147. He's fighting the former undisputed, undefeated, unified champion at 147. Come on, man. Make this make sense, man. This shit is a scam. Man, I'm telling you, boxing is like SNL, man. It's scripted, man. It's scripted, man. This shit. Keith Thurman gonna win, and they already told him what to say after the fight. They already told Keith Thurman what to say after the fight. It's scripted, man. They already told him who to call out. They already told him he gonna say it, and the fans gonna get behind it. They gonna say, yeah, make that fight, man. Make that fight, man. We want to see that fight, man. Watch. His whole post fight is already done, man. Yeah, Mikey Garcia. I was like, what was he thinking? He just gave away money. Like, what was he thinking? That shit made no sense, man. I wasn't as woke then as I was now. But I knew that fight was. I told the Garcias, this shit is so easy. Why are you taking this fight? You can't beat Earl, man. We see something. Well, what do you see? Hey, he still ain't told us what he saw. I'm very interested what he saw. So I got a meeting with my writing coach at 9:30. So we're gonna get out of here at 9:30. Got to finalize this script and go through it. And so even the coaches need coaches. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't buy no more pay-per-views until we get what we want. I agree with you, Marky Dan. I'm with it. See, people gonna say, I'm just attacking Al, right? But I told Bob I didn't watch that bullshit he put on ESPN during quarantine. That shit was trash. 951, what's up?
What's up, Fred?
What's up, man?
I'm sitting here watching you. I watch you all the time, man. I just want to say, great show, man.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, dog.
Absolutely. Great show, man. You are the man.
Oh, that's love.
I do want to say that Spence is the best boxer in the world, man.
You think so?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
He got too many haters that are boxers. Everybody he beat up, they come back to hate him. They hate him because he beat them up. The biggest hater is what is his name? The one Crawford just beat.
Amir Khan.
No.
Sean Porter.
Sean Porter.
Oh, Sean Porter. I forgot about Sean. Damn, he's quiet. Yeah.
Sean Porter is the biggest hater because he lost, man. He's a king of moral victories.
Mm-hmm.
He's a king of moral victories, and his podcast is the worst.
Is it? I don't watch it.
I don't either. I think it's fake.
Oh.
You know, any man know a fake man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and I just think he's a fake man. He just never grew up. His daddy telling him what to do all day, and he can't do that. You can't be no boxer and your daddy telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna throw hands or take it. And he probably ain't never beat up his daddy. I would have had to punch daddy at least one time, you know. But Fred, man, I just want to say thank you. I'm sitting here with you on the on the TV screen, man.
Oh, that's love.
Hey,
that's love.
Can you smile, man?
Oh, why, nigga? You ain't about to hit on me, are you, nigga? Why?
No. Oh, because I'm too dark. I'm too because you You bringing me down.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, all right, cool. I got you. All right.
You tired?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You good, man. Don't let this boxing shit fuck you up, man. Excuse
Oh,
my
I'm not
language.
depressed. I'm not. No, you know what it is? I just had a real like real intellectual day. Like, oh my gosh, real. And I worked out. I physically worked out, and I've been getting taught on the script all day, you know, and I got to redo the shooting schedule and all that, and it's just the realities of attempting to fulfill your purpose, you know, and you just gotta let, as they say in boxing, roll with the punches. So I'm counter punching. I was doing a lot of counter punching today, so it took a lot of brain work, you know, like brain, yeah. So I'm ready to rock though. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm just saying you gotta do some more because I'm getting depressed.
Oh no, don't be. But I do think you should save $75 though.
Oh, I ain't, man. Let me tell you something, man. I would never pay no $75 to watch Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman is a hell of a fighter, but they doing too much with that. I don't do nothing but watch the highlights anyways, you know. So when Spence get out there, I'll support Spence. But other than that, I mean, I like Bud, you know, I like Tank and all of that. But you're right, man. Boxing is they destroying us as a people because we are the kings of sports, and they taking it and they changing it into. You know, they already turned it into a commodity. Now they trying to focus on hurting our feelings, just like with the this fight that was last week, Gary Russell Jr. You know, they just trying to hurt our feelings because they know it affects the universe. So that's why I'm telling you to smile and all that.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Because you being on TV, you know, brother just popped up, said he gonna start his own podcast.
That's dope.
He's doing that because of you.
Oh, I hope. I mean, I would love to inspire.
And you got to keep, even if you know had a bad day, man.
Right.
You got to be up there
Thank
smiling.
you. I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. You absolutely right.
Are setting a table for a lot of people.
You're right. Amen. Hallelujah.
That's what we do as a people. You know, when shit go bad, we still turn it up in any way, shape, or form.
You're right.
And it's gonna turn around because there's too many fighters. Shakur Stevenson, Devin
That's a good
Haney,
fight. That's a good fight.
All of these are the new fighters. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna mess with them once Spence and Crawford and all? Who gonna mess with them? Nobody. It's always gonna be in our hands. So, man, just smile, man.
Yep, I'm with it.
All right, Fred.
I appreciate you.
Thank
you, dog.
Yeah.
Thanks for the inspiration. I appreciate you.
And let me say that I'm calling from Riverside.
I know, 951.
I got you.
All right.
Appreciate
Appreciate you.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Thanks, dog. I'm not buying. Hey, you know, if you really want to support your fighters, you know, 100% of your money, buy their merchandise. You know, y'all don't like Bob Arum, don't give him none of your money. You don't like promoters, don't give him none of your money. What's up, Francis?
What's going on, Fred?
Hey, what you got?
Shout out to the chat, man. Just, just a quick conversation with you. A few things had on my mind that I wanted to talk to you about. You know what I'm saying? Get your understanding, a little bit of your knowledge on it. First of all, how did you feel about Paco's statement regarding, that fight happening that I sent you the tweet? I wanted to get your take on it. I'm not sure.
I forgot to do a video on it, though. I literally forgot. So we'll talk about it now instead of me doing a video. It's basically he spilt the game plan, and that goes to show you that boxing is like Saturday Night Live. It's scripted. Like if Lomachenko gets this fight, it was already in the cards.
Now, when you think about it, right?
Yes.
You watch basketball, you play basketball. Okay. You understand that if you talk about a player from another team, they consider that tampering, no?
Yeah.
Boxing is a little wild, but what's up with the sanctioning bodies tampering with fights?
Yeah, that's a good point, but there's no commission.
Exactly. I get that. So it becomes a little bit muddy.
Who sanctions the sanctioning bodies?
Exactly. It
Yeah.
makes perfect sense what you're saying. And the reason why I say that, because you called it and it's gonna happen, which is Ray Vargas being called as the mandatory for Mark Magsayo.
No way. Did that happen?
He's the number one, and the team has already said that they are going to ask Mauricio. Now, the Zone did say that they ordered it. I've been searching everywhere. I didn't see WBC.
Did they do
out,
that?
but
Really?
They talked about it, and I believe that would be probably his first defense. Would be Ray Vargas.
Man, this shit is a scam, man. This is a scam, dog. Man, we better wake up. We better wake up, dog. I mean, that was something easy to figure out, but I figured that shit was gonna happen. Man.
So he was ordered to fight Gary.
Uh-huh.
Went to purse bids, then nothing happened. To come back around, they ordered Magsayo. Now Vargas is ready to fight, but he took a fight in between. The fight he was supposed to take Gary, he took a fight in between that. So it's a little bit confusing to understand, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in boxing, but I guess you can say that's boxing for what it is. I heard you talk about some fighters wanting to go against fighters. Now, you being in other sports like basketball, maybe a little football, you understand fraternity. You know, that boxing fraternity. Right. You know, it's like a coach's fraternity. I've heard trying to remember his name, Andy Ruiz's old coach, old trainer,
Andy
Robles said it's a boxing fraternity. You don't really talk about the other coaches like that. You might have, when you're in the heat of battle, you might have some things to say, but you kind of keep it, you know what I mean, on an even keel. That's like an unwritten rule. Wouldn't you say it's the same thing when it comes to fighters? They got like a fraternity, like a brotherhood.
Yeah, on some level, because they're all independent contractors per se, but you know, they grew up in amateurs together, and I will say it's probably an unwritten rule, like not to ultimately disrespect them. You know, I would say that. I would say that.
Fantastic. So there's a lot of things going on right now. I also wanted to ask you, I mean, some of the things that we're talking about, the chat can let me know how they feel about it too. Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor at the Mecca of Boxing, Madison Square Gardens. On the same day, we got Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, unification bout. Now, the thing about it is that Valdez came off, he won, but he didn't look so great in his last fight. Shakur dominated Jamel Herring. Right? And then you got both Katie Taylor and Serrano coming off great performances. I mean, you tell me how you looking at it? How are you looking at that?
I think first I'm gonna say shout out to Jake Paul on that deal.
Hell yeah.
Because he elevated Amanda Serrano to spaces that a woman in boxing has never been without the help of her father, Muhammad Ali. I think they need their own date. I think April 29th will be just fine. If it's available, Madison Square Garden, right? If it's available, they just, you can't compete, man. This ain't sexist. This is just what money says. You cannot compete with an elite male fighter versus a woman elite fighter. So I think they deserve their own date. I think they should do it on a Friday. Hopefully Eddie Hearn wakes up and says, "You're right. We should do it on a Friday," or not unless they stagger the times. You know, they fight early in the day. But you got to compensate the women for their ability to get to this point. You understand? Like
now I gotta
reward them.
Can I give you a little background though? Like these are the things that kind of stack up, and I want to, you know, I did my obviously journalistic duty, and I got some information. Now, if you think about it, Amanda Serrano, boxing's only 7 division world champion on her resume, undefeated knockout artist. Correct or incorrect?
I don't even know.
I'm gonna tell you, that's what it is right there. She's boxing's very own 7 division world champion, and she's a knockout artist, undefeated. Katie Taylor's Olympic gold medalist, and she's undefeated at lightweight. Do you understand what I'm saying? Undefeated as well. Now, here's another fact. I don't know if you knew this. At the Mecca of Boxing, Madison Square Garden, it's the first time a female will headline a major show in 140 years of boxing.
That's cute.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, it's good for women's boxing, but when it goes up against unification, it's not undisputed, but it's unification. everybody is gonna pick Shakur Stevenson, correct?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what they're doing. I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna look at the schedule because if April 29th is available, I think they need to. I think they need to go to move the date.
Or it's just not gonna turn out so well for them on that time.
No, it's not gonna. It's not gonna turn out well at all. You know, it's not at all.
I hear that. So, it's shout out to Jake Paul, definitely making it happen.
Yeah,
It's
shout out
reported
to
that
Jake
he's
Paul.
gonna make
That's
about $1
amazing.
billion. I think Amanda Serrano is for this fight, which is great. Clarissa Shield came on and said that her fight against Savannah Marshall definitely is not going to be as big as Katie Taylor Serrano. The Puerto Rican fans, the Irish fans in New York. So we'll see how it go down. But Shakur's been chasing the fight since 126.
He finally got it.
He's getting it, man. Unification bout, looking good after his last performance. So he's looking to do spectacular things. So it's gonna be a great night of boxing April 30th, man. I know if they can move, I don't think they'll move it though. I think they believe it's big enough.
Oh, they can't.
I really believe Eddie Hearn, Jake Paul, DAZN, they believe it's big enough. Big enough.
No, it's not
to compete. For real, Fred.
No, it's not big enough. Come on, man.
They feel that way. I'm not saying I feel like they feel that. That's why they chose it. They knew this fight was happening. They chose the date.
They can't move it to the 29th. The Rangers play the Washington Capitals on that Friday.
So they done.
Yeah, so it's no way. They got to fight on the 30th. And Amanda Serrano has a loss, they said in the chat.
Okay. Check this out, though.
And Shakur is fighting on ESPN. It's not pay-per-view. Oh, shit. Man, that shit going to do
Make it even, you know what I mean? Man. Make it even different. I wanted to ask you one quick thing. So Demetrius Andrade.
His career is over.
He has to vacate the title. But usually you get a shot at the title whether you move up or move down in weight being a champion, no?
But he's fighting an eliminator, right?
He's fighting for a spot in line. Like they tried to ask Gary Russell to do. Fight for a spot in line.
And he agreed to do it, right? That's the problem.
That is I think he was coerced, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. People not gonna stand up and people not gonna stand with him. They just gonna say, "Oh yeah, you should go do that."
For me, it's terrible for fans to feel like a fighter just wants to fight once a year. Like, who wants to get paid just once a year? Do you believe a fighter wants to get paid once a year, Fred?
No, no fighter wants to just fight once a year. No.
So when you hear a fighter,
except Keith Thurman, I'm serious.
Keith Thurman.
He's very content with getting one paycheck a year.
He knows how to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough for me to see this type of position that, everybody like Demetrius Andrade is in right now. Like you said, his career is over. He's going to move up to chase the Canelo fight that Canelo told him plain as day, bro, you're a horrible fighter, bro. I'll never fight you.
Yeah, not unless he get the Daniel Jacobs fight. But I mean, he ain't got no protection over there. Like if Eddie Hearn ain't give him a big fight at 160 as a champion, how you gonna get a big fight as a non-champion? I mean, he may get compensated well, but it's a wrap. It's right. He should have squeezed in 160 and held everything up
for as long as he could.
Mm-hmm.
For as long, yeah, I don't see the point in doing anything else, just giving up the title like that. First of all, you're gonna look like a little bit like you ducking Jenna Bit because he became your mandatory, and all of a sudden you gonna drop your belt to fight for a position in line at 160.
And they making him get in line, dog.
Yeah,
how you make a champion get in line?
What? That don't make no sense.
Oh yeah.
Also, you have Chris Colbert fighting for that WBA championship.
Chris Colbert. Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Who's he fighting? Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. Yeah,
I've never seen him fight. I don't know. And by the way, Daniel Jacobs is at 175 now.
Woo!
So he can't get that. I don't know. I don't know who is his manager. Is his dad Andrade's manager?
I think his dad's still his manager.
Dad's still his manager. Poor guy, man. He's just falling into he's gonna fall into what Gary Russell's in right now. They just in that mix. just spinning. You know what I mean? And it's just sad to see, man.
It's
You know?
terrible, man. It's like there's no help. It's like Eddie can't help. Nobody can help.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on with that one. That one's a tough one right there.
Right. I agree.
But you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Give me the
love.
opportunity to come out here and rock.
Mhm.
Talk some boxing, get your understanding of what you feel. Appreciate everybody in the chat. You already know, man. Peace and love, Fred.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks, Francis. All
Yes,
love.
sir.
You know? Yeah. And we got Chad Dawson in the building. What's up?
Hey man, Andre Ward already exposed your bitch ass, man. You a bitch. I hate niggas like you. Andre Ward exposed your faggot ass. You a bitch. He exposed you. He exposed you.
Say it is petty.
Puto. To the L.A. Puto. To the L.A. Puto. Andre Ward exposed you for being a racist and an ass kisser. Fuck the LDBC.
That's all you got?
Man, you ain't nothing but a propagandist, man, spreading all this fucking hatred. Andre, that's why Andre Ward got on your ass. I saw the interview. You don't think I saw it? I saw that shit.
Oh, you're a fan of mine. You're a fan of mine. I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate you getting me ad sets. That's love, man.
No, I'm not no fan. I found out about you through the Andre Ward video.
I appreciate that.
He told you ain't nothing but a propagandist. That's what he exposed you as.
And you stayed up, and you stayed up fighting COVID to call in. I appreciate that. That's love, man. Man, you a big time fan of mine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sign a piece of shit and send it to you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you need to spread some real truth about this boxing stuff, man. You don't know nothing about no boxing. You don't know shit about boxing.
Stop listening.
How many fights you got? How many? What was your record?
Hey, the earliest it can be wherever you at is 9 o'clock. That's the earliest it could be. And you up hanging out with me. You a fan. I appreciate that. Just say you a fan. Just you really a fan of mine. You really like me.
So you drove 3 hours to see Andre Ward, to talk to Andre Ward.
It's like gay men who don't really know that they're gay. You kind of got that in you. You know what I mean? Like you have an obsession. You're obsessed with me because you say you hate me and you're still listening. You're sick. You're sick. You got a sickness. How about you spend time on what you love, like your girl, your kids, your boyfriend? You know what I mean?
I spend time on what I love with this boxing shit. That's what I train every day for, motherfucker. You see my name, right? Chad Dawson.
Oh man, your name ain't no Chad Dawson. But anyways, in the meantime, between time, I appreciate you, man. That's love, man. I appreciate you tuning in to support me. This man is sick, man. The man called in and basically said, I'm a fan of yours, man. Acknowledge me. I want to come on your show so everybody can see me. Now, next week, he's gonna come in with another thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh man. He had COVID. Yeah. He should be in bed. He should be in bed shaking with COVID. Hey, we moving the needle, man. Hey, we moving the needle. Because now the haters starting to call it. I don't mind. I don't mind the haters. The internet, man. I don't mind the haters calling in. Yeah, I'm a proud stepdaddy of 5. Oh God. Oh God. Oh man. He sound like his kitchen got roaches, huh? Oh man, he sound like he pour his milk in the plastic. Oh man. 319, what's up? Oh man. If we got one more hater out there, feel free to be, man. Feel free to call in. You know, it would be nice. 319, what's up?
What's up with it, bro?
Hey, what's up? We can't hear you. Turn you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
I
hear
didn't
you
know
now.
it let me on. I was watching the thing.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I had a question I wanted to ask you. Now, I never heard y'all speak on, Raymond Ford. I think his name is Raymond Ford.
I actually reached out to
like
him. I reached out to him and tried to get him on the show, and he didn't respond back. I like him. I like him. He got a lot to learn. You know, he's dependent on his athleticism a little too much. But I really like him. I like his upside. He got away with one about a couple fights ago, and you know, I like his potential. I do.
Yeah, for sure. I thought he was like one of the
Yeah,
up and coming top guys.
yeah. He got to do more interviews. No one knows who he is. He got to promote himself a little more, a lot
he's
more.
with his own, ain't he?
Yeah, he's with the zone. Yeah, but that Castro kid is getting more. That Castro kid is getting a bigger push than him. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy. And another thing I seen that you was doing the real estate.
Yeah.
How long you been doing the real estate?
Oh, a long time. I don't know how long now, but
Yeah, I've been doing.
What?
I've been doing. I was trying to join in on y'all conversation yesterday.
Oh, that's
love.
love.
Talking to your boy Kyle because
Yeah.
I was going to tell him another because I've been doing real estate for 5 years now.
Oh, that's love.
25.
Yeah, he probably listening.
Yeah.
What's up?
But I was trying to tell him because you was telling him about his credit, but there's a way he can get. He can also buy a house through contract.
Yeah, you can buy a house through contract. Yeah.
Until he gets his credit right.
Yeah.
That's how I got in the game. I had bought
right
10 houses on contract.
Well, you better
But
put.
I just wanted to join in.
Nah, that's love, man. I mean, hopefully you put some more minutes on that calling card you're using.
For sure, man. All right.
Appreciate you, dog. Oh, man. That motherfucker sound like the whole family in one room, right? Hey, I appreciate the call, man. I didn't give you your first.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, dog. 469. What's up?
I just wanted to call and say, man, we told that dude that you was gonna sign a piece of shit and send it to him, man. That had me cracking up. That's all I had to say, man. I had to call you on that one, dog. I got to give you a trophy for that.
Oh man, I don't know. It just be coming in my head, man. I don't know what I be saying, man.
Oh shit, man. That was classic gold, brother. I'm out, man.
Peace, dog, man. Appreciate you, man. All right, don't be a stranger, man. You've been hiding for a long time, man. Hey, yeah, man. I told him I'm like a piece of shit inside it, man. Man, they really fans, man. And the sucky part about it was his girlfriend was sitting next to him. Hey, because you know he was coerced. He was coerced into calling. So you know somebody next to him said, "Hey, just go, man. Do it. What's up, Virginia, man? What's up? Who this?
Yo, just heard Money in V8. Norfolk, what up, baby?
Hey, Tidewater, stand up.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. Yeah, I get emotional when I see that number.
What's going on, man?
Oh man, I love the Tidewater. Mommy, my grandfather. You get me emotional, man. That's 757, mommy, my grandfather. So when I be seeing it pop up sometime, like when Triple OG the B-Man, I'll be like, damn. You know, it reminds me of my grandfather. But go ahead. What's up?
Man, I first came across you, man, when you talk about you was an Al Heyman lover, man.
I was, and then I went to.
Man. I'm just trying to figure out, like,
and then I went to Mecca, and woke up. Like I'm not lying to y'all. Like I blind.
On, man. Come on now.
I blindly supported him.
Keep it 100 though. Keep it 100 though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I feel like you just kind of, you know what I mean. I don't know. It's kind of like you a little butthurt about all, you know what I mean, what happened to the situation.
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean? I feel, but
that's fair.
I'm just saying, why you ain't keeping that same? Like what? Let me ask you this then, to be fair.
Yeah.
What was the moment that changed you on? Because you was riding with Al, like Al.
Hard,
you know what I'm saying? Come on,
hard.
it's business. It ain't personal. It's business almost. Like, you know what I mean? Just explain that to me. Then I can just comment on that.
What was the moment?
Yeah, like what changed you to this, like, because you was riding with Al. Now
I
it's like
was.
you have to Al Heyman.
Yeah, because I was blind, and then I woke up. Like you can't grow. Like I don't know if you do. Y'all eat seeds or do y'all eat tomatoes? Do
Come
y'all
on, man.
eat
My
seeds?
dad, hey, shout out to Virginia State, man. My dad, agriculture, man, major, man. He's soil conservation. So I know about all the growing and stuff, dog. So don't. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Like, what's goody? Like, come on now. Something deeper than that.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
It's nothing deep. It's nothing deep. But if y'all want to believe that I'm emotional about the credentials, that's gonna keep y'all still tuning in and saying it. I'm not going.
I don't know about the credentials. I'm not too deep.
I'm not going to refute you.
I just kind of mess with you, like, you know what I mean. Before you was.
Yeah, I was, and then I woke up.
Like I feel you, but here from my perspective though, I'm buzzing in. You know what I mean. Kicking it with you, buzzing in like a couple years ago, and now it's just like a about face. So I could tune back in. I'm like, damn, what happened?
No, I'll tell you when I realized that.
Bingo.
All right, what numbers do you have? What numbers do you have?
You said, well, you talking to me?
Yeah, you said bingo. What numbers you got?
I said, nah, come on, man. I'm just bingo as far as the day. I'm trying to get to the point.
Okay. All right. No, I went to the Gary Russell.
Shout out to Gary Russell.
I went to the Gary Russell when I went to go get Oscar. I just mentioned it instead of going to Bay Street. If you guys ain't been to Bay Street, you guys ain't lived yet. Like, and so they canceled the question and answering of that press conference because they knew I was there. And I was like, that's interesting.
Got you.
And
but
I was
a little press him.
What? Press him? Shit. I was about to get all up in his collar. You know what I mean? I was like, that's interesting. And I'm like, why you canceled it? Because I was there. And they told me, we canceled it because you were there. And so I said,
Hey, as far as this is a clarification.
PBC, it's a PBC fight. I don't feel like
I know you gotta say the name.
No, I don't want the I mean, I would say the name. It's totally not a promise, but I don't want to answer no phone calls tomorrow. So I'm just gonna say they. Because it's not important to the story. It's about me and my. If that was a crime, I would gladly say who did it. Okay, now. Okay, so I said that's interesting. Y'all acting like straight bitches right now. And I said, okay. And then a year later, the next summer, Keith Thurman, the Keith Thurman thing came about. And I was like, Keith Thurman's dad lied and said, I wanted to fight him. I said, come on, y'all. Like, nah, that's not even in my personality. Like, I'm not even equipped like that. Like to say I want to fight a 60-year-old man. No, that's not even. That was so preposterous. And then it started rippling through boxing. You want to fight Keith Thurman's dad? I said, yeah, right. And then here's the catch. I was standing in front of the entire PBC, and what's her name? His PR person came out and said, oh, you're so disrespectful. I said, well, am I disrespectful? And then the guy that was walking with Keith Thurman's dad, who was an old white man that smokes a lot of cigarettes with like that dirty, like he eats sandwiches and the sandwich flake stays in his beard all day. He had that kind of look, you know. And he admitted that Keith Thurman's dad cursed me out. And you know, and you know what they said? They said I should have understood that he was walking to his son weigh-in. And I was like,
okay, like I said, just to, you know what I mean.
And so
clear it up and shorten it down. You know what I mean.
No,
you feel like you feel like they disrespect you.
No, it's not about disrespect. No. It's not about disrespect. It's about standing.
You know what I mean.
It's about the level of truth and the level of integrity. Like you have none. You have none. You understand? Like you are the system itself. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, I am 100% certain of it. Al Heyman used his black card to keep these fighters connected and not getting that DAZN money when DAZN came out.
But you was at the same time.
But I didn't know. I didn't know.
I know. But how didn't you know? Like, that's kind of like, you know what I mean? You right there on the scene. You seen you watching everything.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
I
didn't know. I'm telling you, I didn't know. And when you know better, you do better.
I hear that. But sometimes it's right there in front of you, but you don't want to look at it. You don't want to acknowledge it because you got other things pulling at you.
No, nothing ever pulled at me, because if stuff was pulling at me, all I had to do was shut up, and my channel was making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. All I had to do was shut up. Me and Sam Watson are great friends. All I had to do was shut up. I could have Floyd. Man, listen. All I had to do was shut up and play that role. I chose not to. How many people you know? How many people you know would pass up $10,000 to $15,000 a month? Well, between 7 and 15, I would say that. How many people would do that? How many people would do that?
Depending on, I would say, to answer your question, not many.
Not many in media. No, not many.
Depending on your character and your
man, listen. I knew.
I get you.
I knew when the fighters were coming. I knew all the fighters' schedules when they were coming to LA.
That's what I'm saying.
When they were leaving.
If you do all the fighter schedules, you do all this stuff. How do you not know that Al Heyman is doing all this stuff?
Because you're not listening at all. You just came in here to
listen. I've been
no,
listening
you're not.
to you for a minute, homie.
No, you're not. You're not listening to this conversation.
You're
listening to say what you want me to feel or say.
Nah, I'm just listening and processing the information.
Okay, well, I'll say this. Sometimes you don't process things, right? Because you was so strong on one side that you didn't see the whole picture.
So you was blinded by what was going on. You felt comfortable.
I just told you.
Explain.
Just take me literally. Don't explain. Just take me literally. Don't reinterpret my words.
I'm just gonna take it right now, boy.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, man. You need to move out of the Tidewater area. I'm joking. But anyways, when you're so strong
out here, man.
When you're so strong on one side, you don't necessarily see everything because you're pro, right? It's like your kids, like if someone said Lincoln would do, I'd be like, hell no, ain't no way in hell Lincoln would do that.
But you see Lincoln doing it.
No, I didn't know. You can't see it. You can't.
How can't you see that?
Oh, see now you see now you don't. Now you're not listening. You're not listening.
Right, keep going.
I just told you the answer,
I'm just trying to figure out how you not saying it.
Nigga, will you just listen? I said I was so strong on one side. Even if I saw it, I ignored it. But subconsciously,
right, so you didn't say that. That's big.
No,
that's a big statement right there.
But that's the same thing as saying I was so strong on one side.
Nah, not really.
Okay, well, anyway.
Continue, my friend.
No, that's it. That's it. Anything else?
Kenny Porter slapped the shit out you, nigga.
Anything else? Anything else?
Kenny Porter slapped the shit out you, nigga.
Say it in Spanish. Say it in Spanish. Say it in Spanish. Say it in Spanish.
Shout out to Leon Muhammad, baby.
Say it in Spanish. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Kyle want to come in. Oh, man. Man, we got fans in this motherfucker, dog. Man, we growing, dog. We growing. We got the last call. We getting the hell out of it because I got to go see my coach. What's up, 267?
What's up, Fred? Listen. This the guy from the other day that you clown, and I spoke some truth.
About what?
I gave you your pride.
About what?
Listen, I'm the guy that said something about the humanoids, which is a true statement.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay, all right. What it was, I asked the question about Wilder and Fury, and The actual question was, have you seen, or because I do research on any type of training after the 24th of July? That was the actual question. Now, I do, like I said, I respect your European education. You was a school teacher and all that. You couldn't answer the question, but I wasn't coming down on you.
Maybe I didn't know the answer, and I was just making fun. I don't remember it at all. What was your question?
The question was, have you seen any type of training after the 24th? Because mind you, first we had training with Wilder. I mean, with Fury. First we had training. He was training against Jared Anderson and all the heavy young lions. Then he cited COVID, and after he cited COVID, we see him at the car dealerships, we see him at the clubs, we see him in all these places, all but the gym. We're not seeing him in the gym at all. Then he coming in with more energy than Wilder. He coming there like we never seen. He always been pillow fisted. Now he's a knockout artist.
Oh yeah, I remember your call. Yeah, I mean, I'm just over it. You know, I'm just over that whole shit. You know what I mean? It's over. Fury wins 201.
It's over, but all of us as a people was in the state of fucking shock.
Yeah, I'm with all of that.
Right, so
bring the answers. No, you know what you do? Bring the answers. Because you have every right. You have every right to search for your truth. Bring the answers, not theories.
No, it wasn't theory because it was truth in it. It's truth
Bring
in
the
what
answers.
I said.
No, but show proof. Bring the answers.
I've been looking. You being an educated mind, and
I ain't got time to look though. I ain't got time. I got to get out of here on time because I gotta my coach is in. Right, where's she? She 11 hours ahead of me. So she's in tomorrow. She's into the future.
I respect, but I heard the jokes.
Yeah, we were joking, but I mean, I'm over that Wilder Fury shit. Wilder lost 0-2-1. You know what I mean? Fury was the better man. If Wilder want to come back and get his rematch, I'm gonna root for him 100%. And because you know why?
Why?
We prepared for that fight for 2 years. I'm exhausted of that shit. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
Me too. That's what made me, mind you, I went into extra research. I'm talking about, I just wanted to see at least something showing that he was training and it didn't look like what I thought it was. So when I shot it out to you being an educated man.
But I don't have time to look for it though. Like you got to come with the facts. Come with the facts and we'll talk about it. Not theories. Come with the facts. Show proof.
Not theories, because mind you, the what I said was the actual fact.
Are you a humanoid? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Big Fred, what's happening, baby?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, change the subject, man. We ain't got time for that shit, man. What else you got?
Say that.
Bring the facts in, man. But I'm telling you, I'm exhausted. I mean, Fury punctuated that series, man. He punctuated it. You know, as much as you are a fan of Wilder, as much as I am a fan of Wilder, Fury won, man. And that doesn't change my support of Wilder, but you got to roll with the punches. Just like that guy came in here and said something that's a fact. What I'm gonna do? Sit here and be like, oh no, I mean, I want my get back. But shit, I tried to get my get back, but there's nothing I can do about it, you know?
Right. And I respect it. I respect it. All I can do is respect it. All I do is because the nigga cheated all the other times. But man, all of a sudden he's clean.
Man, get off the phone, man. Get off the phone. We don't want to talk about that shit. All right, I'll holler, man. So my coach is in Bahrain. Where is she? Bahrain? What's that country? It's 11 hours away.
What's going on, Big Fred? What's happening, man?
I'm getting out of here in a couple of minutes. What's up?
Oh shit, nigga. Let me get my stream right together, nigga. God damn. What's the deal? What's going on?
I got a coach that's helping me get the details with the script. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
hey man, listen, Fred.
What's up?
Shout out to Disney. And it been a small world after all.
What's that?
So somebody, me and one of our supporters that watch the show and shit, we work at the same job.
No way.
Nigga walked up to me. He kept looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this nigga, man?
You homo. What's up? Oh yeah, you in?
No. So listen, cause I'm thinking like he look. You know how niggas look at you like, you know what I mean? Like they want to do something to you.
Nah,
like you know how black people when black people up, they think they know you. They like, man, nigga, you know that face, that nigga. I know this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you be on Barbershop Conversations, son. You be on YouTube, right? I said, yeah. Me and Fred. He said, man, I knew that was you, man. I knew that was you.
Now we said thank you.
Yeah.
What's his name? He's probably listening. What's his name?
Shit, man. You know I'm bad with names, nigga.
Tell him we said thank you, man.
Yeah. We talked for like 5 minutes though.
Yeah, tell him we truly appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. I'm hella bad with names.
Yeah, about once a month, people honk at me and be like, Fred, Barbershop. Like man, shit, I'll be like, man, that's why you gotta stay strapped up in these streets. Bahrain, yeah, man.
What was funny though, Fred, is one of my coworkers was looking like what?
Yeah, it's yeah, man, just keep grinding, stay grinding, and the truth will get out. Truth will get out.
I'm digging in like an Alabama tick on a hound, boy. Let me see how good God is, Fred.
Oh shit! Now you're getting in the guy. I ain't never heard you say this. Oh my God, how good God is. When's the last time you heard? Oh yeah, tell Shante. I'll definitely let her know. I'm about to 9:30. I'm about to hit her. What's up? 9:35.
At 9:30, we out of here.
Yeah, we got to.
Listen, somebody was trying to sell. Somebody had let me Q. Somebody had called Q this morning about a cougar, right?
They found your car.
Huh?
They found your car.
No, hell no. It was another cougar, right?
Found Hook.
No. Hell no. So listen, it was a cougar, right? And I was getting ready to think about putting money together to buy it. And guess what happened? The more I started looking at these houses, the nigga didn't want to sell it no more. I said, damn, it ain't meant for me to have it. So what I'm gonna do after June, that's when I'm gonna start my nigga bullshit. But I'm gonna do the right things first before I do that nigga shit. I'm gonna do the right things first.
All right. Well, shout out to Deacon, man. Deacon is he's living strong. He ain't been here all week. He's probably listening at some point, but yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on. You want to promote your movie?
You said what?
Your movie, man. Your movie, dog.
Yeah, man. Y'all come check me out, man. You know what I'm saying? BoxingSection.com and shit. You know?
Yeah, the boxing section is right there. You got to change it to the BoxingSection.com.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, man. Y'all support the film, man. Support the film. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not only support my film, y'all support my kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely support all them kids. He got more kids than the Wayans, right? This man said, you know how good God is. What'd you just say?
You know how good God is, that boy.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That shit sound ridiculous, man. You know how good God is.
I'm telling you, man. Let me tell you this though. Keep your foot on these niggas' neck, Fred. How about that?
Man, this motherfucker said, this dude said, you know how good. Oh, today is our Friday. Damn.
It's Thursday, huh?
It's Thursday, dog. I'm gonna miss y'all. I don't know what we're gonna talk about Sunday, but we'll make something up.
Man. No, there's a fight. There's a fight, Fred. There's a fight Saturday night.
Who?
Bruce is fighting on there, and Tiger
That's
Johnson, Olympians.
Huh? That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow?
Somebody said that's tomorrow. It's a Friday night fight.
Here they go, fucking it up. Now ain't shit on Saturday because football don't come on until Sunday,
But you got the NBA Saturday. You got the NBA and college basketball.
Ain't nobody playing, dog.
I'm gonna lock myself in this room. That's good. Ain't no boxing Saturday. You know, I should get a hotel room Saturday. That's what I should do.
Hey, nigga, I'm finna get so much sleep on Saturday, cuz.
I need to lock in. I really need to lock in. Yeah.
I gotta take my kids to the park and shit like that, but I'm going to sleep early on Saturday if shit ain't no boxing on.
Yeah. Motherfuckers, niggas don't care. Man,
Fred. We ain't supervisors, nigga. We bosses, nigga.
All right, let's go 49ers. That's right.
In the word, oh man, most definitely. That's what we'll talk about on Sunday. Us beating the shit out.
Oh
the,
yeah.
the
We'll
LA
definitely
Rams.
talk football. We'll definitely talk. I actually want to go to the game, but I'm like, man, $700 because my friend has he has the seats in a section on 100 section. So all I got to do is get in. You know what I mean? And the get in tickets are like $650 right now. So I was thinking, but I want to watch both games, and you know what I mean, and just relax. And I don't know. We'll see. It's expensive. I don't think I can afford that. I got to put everything in this film because it's so damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
man. You got to do it. You got to do it.
You got to focus.
And I'm taking your advice too. I'm gonna start filming in
October.
Probably like October.
Why would I make something like Hidden Colors? That's his lane. That's Tariq. Hey, by the way, I couldn't watch that Tariq Nasheed film, dog.
What was it? What was it about?
Man, it was like a neurotic, like, hey, Champion Heart, we got to talk about that, dog. Champion Heart said I need to watch it. Man, I got through 15, 20 minutes. I said, I can't watch this shit. Dog.
What's the name of the movie?
Butt Breaking.
What?
Butt Breaking. And yeah, we got some.
Nigga say what?
Yeah, Butt Breaking. Yeah, man. Hey, Monty, I'm gonna say today when we did that reading, that shit brought it to life hard. I was like, this shit good. This shit good. I was sounding like Professor Crump and shit. But anyways.
Hey Fred, on that note, play the song, Fred.
Yeah, facts. As well. Yeah. We gotta have that shit was disgusting, man. I'm like, how much trauma do we gotta go through, man? Like homosexual shit. Like it was like, man, it was wild, man. It was wild.
I'm cool.
Yeah, it was definitely. Oh, buck breaking, not butt.
Oh, okay.
Well, it might as well, hey, but it may as well be butt breaking because that's what it was about. White men doing that to black men. I'm like, dude.
Play the song louder, Fred.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Black 5 Entertainment, KJ, Crescent City, Detroit, BC, DJ, KJ. Appreciate you, Birdman, Money, Punch, Big Rob, Journeyman Black, Money, Q Lee, Sarah. Appreciate you. Now he got Hidden Colors on lock. Go enjoy that, man. I ain't got his brain. I can't recreate that shit. DJ, respect my tech, Mark West. Not unless you gonna pay for it. Hey.
Now you know what they're gonna say, Fred? Are you charging for that?
King Herbo. Charging for what?
That's what they're gonna say. Are you charging?
For what?
You make the movie, they're gonna ask you, are you charging for it? You know
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look how many people is in the film. Yeah. Mark West, Sean A. Jones. And no one, I'm paying everybody, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Monty. Thank you. Appreciate you. And why Israel? Appreciate you, man. And shout out to Blue Blood, man. Shout out to Blue Blood.
Peoples Hernandez.
Yeah, what's up? He picking all them. He be helping out those videos. Anyways, man, I love y'all. And what are you eating?
Yogurt.
Hey, I'm getting in shape, dog. I was gonna say that right now. Motherfucker in shape like a motherfucker. Oh, I'm fucking shredded, dog. Hey, Fred been going hard, man. Man.
I've been seeing your ass, man.
Oh,
hey, cuz, hey, listen, man. Don't make that video again, man.
What's that?
With the sweat dripping all off because you over. I'm like, come on, blood. How I'm supposed to like this fucking video? Cuz
don't like it. Go right past it.
I did, nigga.
I was thirst trapping a little bit. Thirst trapping. Fred. Hey, just saying, Freddie. 9 Wise stress you out. Nah, I loved it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make 10 wives. Hey. And then 11 wives. And then 12 wide. I'm gonna do like an Ocean's 11 series on y'all motherfuckers. Hey. Why not? Why not? Fuck them. Shit. Why not? You think shit? You think I give a fuck? Hey, man.
Brandon got
Hey,
no
love
fucking
y'all,
sense,
man.
man.
Love y'all, man. Love y'all, man. All right, Kyle, I'm going, man.